Hello, I'm Monickie Scott.
This is your girl, Felina B. Flossin. Thank you for joining us as we support and encourage women on their five-star living journey. Today, we get to shine the five-star spotlight on Daphine Moore.
Yes, she is the founder of Moore Marketing Agency, a social media marketing and content creation company that specializes in building brand awareness, business culture, and tone through digital marketing. Daphne also serves as the chair of marketing for both the Urban Chamber of Commerce and Angels of Las Vegas. Welcome to the Five Star Living Show, Daphne.
Thank you so much for having me. I am so excited. This is my first time ever just going live with someone. I always preach it, but I never do it myself.
Oh, well, thank you for letting us be that first. We're excited as well.
Thank
Absolutely. So, in a few moments, we'll talk more about your journey. But first, let's talk five-star. So, when you hear the words five-star living, what does that mean in your world?
Five-star living, it brings me back to living in your purpose. And that to me is five-star living, and living how you want to live, rather like how society say you should be living. So that's five-star service for me, living service for me.
Absolutely. I agree. And what are some things that you do to bring balance to your life?
One thing that I do a lot and often is I hang with my family.
That's a good one.
I'm always working and behind the computer. And when I get into a project, I can really tone everything out and just be in my work zone. And so what brings me back to remind myself to take breaks and to really live is spending that time with my family.
Absolutely. So how do you know when you're off balance or not in sync?
Mainly when like my health, sleep deprived, all of that, when that come into place, and it just brings me back, like, let me slow down, because I can work all day and forget to eat. It can get like that. So that lets me know I need to slow down and really get back on track, and reminding myself that it's not going nowhere, it'll get done, and having that balance.
Absolutely.
Very good. Good for you, Daphne. Thank you for giving our listeners a little insight on how you are living a five-star life. Now, let's talk a little bit about your journey. First, remind our listeners, what type of agency is Moore Marketing Agency, and what types of businesses need your services?
Okay. So it is primarily, it's all social media management platform. So we manage people's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And I've always preached the importance of having a social media presence, but a lot of people didn't understand it until we had the pandemic, the shutdown. All they had to rely on was social media to get the word out and continue to serve their clients and keeping them updated on what's going on. So that's when they came back and was like, hey, let's talk about your service again. But social media as well is just a puzzle piece in the full picture of marketing. So it's a tool. So I really had to educate them. A lot of the baby boomers, I had to educate them on why they need that social media presence. And they need companies like myself, because you can't run a full successful business if you are working in your business and not on it. You can get tied into the day-to-day activities, and you really not focus on the bigger picture and driving it upwards, and you doing things that should be delegated out. So I come in as that outsourced marketing team to help when it comes to their social media, because no one has time as a business owner to stay behind a computer all day and on their phone. You have to be out there shaking hands and making connections, and we talk for you on social media.
Right. And I get that. I understand you saying that, I'm, as let's just say, I'll just say a coffee shop owner or whatever. I do that and I do that well. But when it comes to this social media thing, that's a whole nother thing that needs to happen. Right. And you mentioned that they need to be busy doing their business and you're doing the professional side of their social media. Just one more time, reiterate, why is that so important? Why should companies take their social media and content creation a little more seriously than they have been?
Yes. So this brings me back to the story of like Blockbuster and Redbox. If you're not elevating with how technology is elevating, then you can get left behind and potentially close down, like how Redbox took over when it came to the movies.
Yeah.
So social media is growing and it grows daily. And it is something that should really be taken into consideration when elevating your business, because you can tap into to talk to people that you can't talk to in just Las Vegas. You can go global with it. So it's a very valuable tool when it comes to just going bigger when it comes to your business.
Wow. Thank you for that. Thank you. And how were you led to this type of work, or what was your path to get there? Like what led you here?
So when I moved out here, my first job was with Some New Marketing. I was their marketing coordinator there. And they are as well a family-owned business. My mom is with them. And I was doing it's a lot of grassroots and politics. So that introduced me to the world of marketing. It wasn't until I took on my first social media client, which was my home church, Victory Baptist Church. I worked with Pastor Fowler and working on the social media for the church. That's when I realized how much I liked social media when using it for business. I always use it for my personal use.
Right.
Using it for business, I saw the potential there. Plus, since moving here, I didn't know a lot about where to go, where the events was at. So I was looking on social media for that. I couldn't find it. And that's when I saw the gap right there. So I was like, let me step in. I now have the experience, and instead of just doing marketing all together, I just toned it down to just social media marketing, and I've been doing it since then.
Oh, nice. Congratulations.
Yeah.
That is so very awesome. So what would you say have been some of your biggest obstacles or challenges in overcoming in your industry?
So when I first went on to do business, I was doing it my way, and I had all these ideas, and I was just going out there doing it. It wasn't until I would say 3 months in business, I then had to step back and talk to God. And I then appointed him as the CEO of my business, to where I now listen to him for the guidance on who I should work with, because I was just so eager to get it going. I was accepting any and everybody. So I then saw that wasn't beneficial. It was just a lot of work that I was doing that wasn't taking me anywhere. So I went on a year fast where every Monday from 6 to 6, I did nothing but just pray, meditate, had a prayer closet, and really heard from God to let me know where to take the business. And since then, that's been my primary source as far as where to go next. And that's what led me to be where I am now.
Wow.
Very amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing. So in managing all of that, what keeps you going?
So what keeps me going is I see and I've heard from prayer where it's going. This business is not the primary obstacle or the step that he's taking me to. I've been exposed to the bigger picture. Okay. So working this and seeing it grow, I just get excited as it elevates, because I know the bigger picture, which of course is, breaking generational curses and bringing a legacy and something valuable that I can pass down to my family and really growing from there. But overall, I want to be able to have like my own scholarships to give to my family, like reunions. I just see so much opportunity that with doing this and being obedient is going to lead me to the bigger picture.
Excellent.
That is such a wonderful way to look at it and see things into the future. Wow. What's a proud moment for you? Like, what's a success story? Something that you are most proud of yourself for having achieved?
Yeah. So I read the book, Rhonda, I forgot her last name, the book, The Year of Yes.
Oh, Shonda.
Yeah, Shonda. So where she talked about where she just accept things and just said yes, and where that took her. So proud moments, I have so many, but basically every time I say yes, I'll be so nervous, like, why did I say yes? But in the end, I'm like, I'm glad I said yes. And so I have proud moments daily, and I'm still careful of what I say yes to, but overall, I have daily proud moments. And again, that keeps me going. Like now, saying yes to do this is just something I'm now can get used to. And that's what just keeps it going from there.
Well, I'm so glad you heard from Shonda and you said yes to us. I remember seeing, I didn't read the book, but I saw that interview that she did with Oprah and talked about her year of yes. And I was inspired by that as well. Whereas I'm typically a person that will say no to a lot of things, and hearing her story and seeing how opportunities opened up by saying, just say yes, is amazing. So thank you, Daphne, for just saying yes to the 5-Star Living Show.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Okay, so with all of your successes and your forward movement, who is someone that you can give credit to that's made a huge difference in your life?
I would have to say my mother. And if you've been around us, we're more like sisters.
Wow.
But she is someone that anytime I feel overwhelmed, irritated, or going through my moods, like she really grounds me, and she has a way to just say something so simple, like it'll be okay. And then it's like, and so she pushes me as well. She reminds me of things that I said, and she really pushes me and challenges me. So I would say hands down, my mother.
Oh, and I know you are such an inspiration for so many young people and young women around the world. There is a woman or young woman listening right now who's lacking the courage to just go for it and start her own business. What words of wisdom can you share?
So what I would say is, for one, we all know to step out on faith. But the main thing, a lot of the young people seeing that social media is the main platform they are on, is the fear of imposter, like not being who they are. They want to live up to what they see on social media. And so they are afraid to go forward because they think they have to look like this or be like this. So one thing I would say is stop comparing yourself to the people you see on there. For one, they're probably older and been doing this for a decade versus you who just started. So don't look at that. Look at your now in the bigger picture, and just little by little each day, just take a step and just do more than you did the next day. And then you'll be able to see, like, okay, this whole time I was watching this person, now I'm at the table with this person. So I would say
be there. Yeah.
Do it. Just go for it and challenge yourself. I don't know if it's talking to yourself or rewarding yourself, either little things that you do, but make it fun to where you are moving at your own pace.
Amen. Amen.
You have given a lot of great nuggets for our audience. Is there anything else that you would like to share with our audience before the show ends?
Yes, I would just like to say, as someone who is also an introvert, if you see opportunity, take it. Take the opportunity. Even if you're not sure how you're going to use it or what it's going to lead, take the opportunity.
Great advice. Very good advice. And please share with our listeners how they can find you online.
Yes, so of course you can find us on all social media platforms at Moore Marketing Agency. And you can also go to our website, moremarketinglv.com.
Thank you, Daphine Moore. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure.
Absolutely. Well, we want to thank you for listening to us and joining us on this 5-Star Day. We believe in you. We believe that you're going to have a more 5-star life starting right now.
Right now. And we know that you could have been anywhere, but you chose to be right here with us. And so for that, we thank you. And we look forward to seeing you on Facebook at 5-Star Living Show and joining the 5-Star Living Show Inner Circle. Remember to laugh more and love more while taking care of your mind, body, and soul.
The 5-Star Living Show is sponsored in part by Flossy Flicks Photography, Monickie.com, Flossy Locks, and Meditate with Mo. Until next time, keep 5-star living.
Keep 5-star living, and remember to show us some love by subscribing on YouTube and leave us a comment. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.